Today's a couple of kind of homecoming signings. One of the thrills of this job is when you get to work with the same people over and over and over, and particularly post COVID. It's just been a joy to see some of the agents and mortgage brokers that we haven't seen in a while. So today was a really special day for us. And of course, it's Friday, which is great. Now, I'm sharing a 5-day challenge that I have coming up next week in my Resilient Successful Lifestyle group that you're going to want to be a part of. And it starts with why I fired someone who was excellent at their job. Oh my goodness, why would I do that? Well, I was blessed enough when I worked at the University of Virginia, which is a privilege as an alumni to become an employee. I ran what was called their Phonathon effort. This is an incredible place where students work to reach out to alumni and share the great things that are happening in their schools. And they will ask them for donations to support those wonderful efforts. It raises millions of dollars and it's just a fantastic organization I was so proud to be a part of. I had a student that was an amazing caller. She was excellent at her job, and she was also very tardy often. Why would that be a problem? Well, in fact, the way the telephonathon worked is that I would come each evening and we would launch the evening of work, or one of my managers or my assistant would share the highlights and tips of things that were going on that might be important to each caller to know, and then also just give some rules and regulations and updates at the beginning of the evening, maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And then everyone would start calling, and we had a room where everybody would work. And this particular employee would sashay in at any given time and sit down and start her work, disturbing everyone, asking questions. You get the feeling. So in a given semester, which is about 3 months, you're allowed to be late 6 times, which I think is pretty reasonable. And on the second, third, fourth, and fifth time, she received notifications and information. And on the fifth time, she even met with me. And when we met, I said, obviously, if you're meeting with me, we have an issue. This has escalated up 2 levels of management. And I'm here to let you know that if you're late for work again this semester, you will be fired. And she kind of blew me off a little bit, which is fine, right? She showed up late and I was there and fired her. And she was shocked. She said, I'm really good at what I do. And she was really good at what she did. And I said, and you need to find a job where you can do something like this that you're really good at that does not require you to be on time. Because your tardiness is so disruptive, we've explained to you that if you were tardy again, you would be fired. She was not consistent. So this is something I think all of us kind of deal with sometime. And as shocked as she was, because trust me, she thought she was getting away with it. She thought I would never fire such an excellent employee. But that excellent employee was disrupting the whole operation. And we can't have that, right? Have you ever been inconsistent in your life and disrupted something that was important to you? I have. And the reason that's significant is because it's about trusting ourselves first and foremost. Do you want to know how many times I promised myself I was going to exercise that day or run a particular errand or start a new routine and I didn't? I need to learn to trust myself. And the only way to do that is to keep the promises that I make to myself. And that requires consistency. There's also the trust of others, particularly in our business with loan signing. It's critical that our clients and that our stakeholders that partner with us every single day, title companies, signing services, mortgage brokers, real estate agents can trust, know, and like us. That's the trifecta of the entrepreneurial success secret sauce. And each one of those requires consistency, but most importantly, trust does. Last but not least, consistency is how we master skills, right? I have a copywriting business where I help others write blogs. Now, the first time I did that isn't as good as the one I did this week, because the more I do it, the better I get. And that's going to be the case for you too. So I want to invite you to join me in a 5-day challenge. It's called the 5-Day Trust Yourself Challenge. We're starting on Monday, and it's going to be how we can come back to trusting ourselves, because all of us have made promises that we have broken to others and ourselves because we're human. And that's normal. This isn't about some crazy level of perfection, but there's also a level of consistency that's going to change your life. I bet you know someone, or you might be someone that's an absolute rock star at certain things. And you find a shiny object and you get super excited about that. And you think, this is it. This is my ticket. I'm launching this business. This is the time it's going to be different. And in a week, you have not done the activities that were required to be successful, that were boring and consistent and little, and you feel like maybe this isn't the thing. Consistency is the secret sauce, even for rock stars. Now, there are rock stars that find a place and find a home and do great there. And if that's you, I'm so happy for you. But I am busting my butt to make sure I'm here around 5, Monday through Friday, because I trust you and you trust me. And I want to earn that trust and protect it and keep it by being consistent. You need to do it with yourself and do it with us. So join us in the Resilient and Successful Lifestyle. It's a free group, it's a free challenge, and it's just kind of a way of us all coming together and supporting each other, because everybody has moments where they're thinking, how could I get fired if I'm excellent at my job? And that's a tip for you. So I hope I see you back here Monday, live around